and welcome to the first ever live podcast. It's the first episode of Let's Fill the Hole. Tonight, we're going to play Super Star Wars. We're going to talk about a couple of things, and mainly, we're just going to get angry at Super Star Wars. But we're going to try to be adults. We're going to try to talk about some other things. And, well, let's start getting into this. I'd like to introduce my guest. She plays video games. She's a she. She does things. She works. She plays. She eats. I'd like to introduce Philly Cheese. How you doing tonight?
I am pretty good. I'm excited to watch Super Star Wars. This game is really hard, and I hate it personally. But I'm excited to see you play it.
I mean, you can play it too. It's not exactly the most impossible thing in the world, but all right, let's get into this. I wanted to preface tonight by talking about what I hope to achieve with this podcast. Now, I know you know a little bit about Yahtzee, Phil.
Yeah, a little bit.
But Yahtzee, I really feel I need to go into a bit of detail. Is to like how Yahtzee relates to me and why I'm doing this podcast, because I was a huge fan of him and Gabe's Let's Drown Out series, because they're two very unique individuals, each with their own unique perspectives on everything, not just video games, everything. And it was quite a joy listening to these two guys bicker, and occasionally, you know, even God forbid come to terms about shit. But yeah, you know, they quit doing it, and I've seen some people asking around and looking for a similar style podcast, and there really isn't. There's nothing short of them two doing another podcast type thing together that's going to fill that hole. So that's why I'm filling the hole in my own way. Just recently on Reddit, on the Let's Drown Out subreddit, somebody paraphrased Yahtzee, and if I can just find it here real quick and read what he wrote. This is what he wrote. The topic was, are there any channels similar to LDO? No, there aren't. Please stop asking. There's nothing like LDO, and there likely never will be.
Oh wow.
To paraphrase Yahtzee, is there anyone else who have been through the exact same experiences and have the same creative background as Yahtzee and Gabe? No, there haven't. Or if there has, they're not making a podcast-like thing on the internet. This struck a chord with me. One, because it's extremely jaded, which I guess is kind of indicative of Yahtzee's audience by and large, because I'm pretty fucking jaded myself.
That is true.
But this kind of resonated within me a little bit, because I remember downloading the early versions of Adventure Game Studio, because I'd always wanted to make a goddamn adventure game. And I remember I was one of the people on the forums that Yahtzee was. He famously in one of his videos talked about how everyone was on the forums talking about what they were working on and what they were working on, and never what they made. No one ever put out what they actually made. They were always talking about whatever it was they were working on. And Yahtzee was one of the first guys to be like, yeah, well, here's what I made, and put out a whole game that you could play from beginning to end. And that was intimidating as shit, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I don't think any of us did when we were playing with that program.
Right.
And you know, over the years it got easier to use. AGS got a lot easier to use over the years, but his games really were a cut above everyone else's, just in terms of writing and like the amount of thought that went into the gameplay and stuff like that. And it was real hard to compete. And a lot of personal shit happened with me that my games never saw the light of day. I had 2 computers just completely take a shit on me and lose the hard drive. And I constantly made the mistake of only having all my data on one hard drive.
Oh.
Because, you know, I'm broke and I've been broke most of my life, so I never could afford like just an extra hard drive or an extra computer or some shit. So I often, 3 times I lost games that were more than halfway in development.
3 times?
Yeah, twice because of a hard drive failure, and once because the computer was stolen.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And in particular, one of the projects, I tried working on this game 2 separate times, and the second time I finally just, I've got the idea sitting on hiatus for a while, but I always hesitated to make it because Yahtzee always talked about wanting to make a game that was basically Red Dwarf. And I don't know if you've seen Red Dwarf.
I have not.
It's one of the most amazing sci-fi comedies ever produced. It's about just a lazy-ass janitor on a spaceship who commits a litany of offenses and gets put into like cryosleep as punishment, and instead ends up being frozen for a couple million years or something. And by the time he wakes up, the entire crew is dead, with the exception of a hologram of his least favorite person on the crew. The ship's AI has gone senile because it's been by itself for millions of years. So the ship's AI is just like, its toast is completely burnt. He had a pet cat that was living in like the vent ducts of the ship, and so much time passed that it evolved into like a person. Yeah, and it's kind of like Sammy Davis Jr., but mixed with a cat.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding you.
I don't even understand what that might look like.
But needless to say, the show's amazing. It's a wonder of sci-fi and British humor. And it's a very morbid kind of humor. And the very first episode, obviously, is, you know, him freezing and then unfreezing and seeing everything. And, you know, there's a laugh track, obviously. But if you take away the laugh track, all of a sudden it becomes a very morbid affair about a guy waking up millions of years in the future on a ship with a broken computer, and everyone that he knew was dead with the exception of the hologram of someone he fucking hated.
Oh, well that is a little depressing.
Yeah, and so it's very ripe for like that Terry Pratchett kind of like fucked up humor. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I was going for that. I was always going for that in this game. The game was basically the same thing. Guy wakes up on a ship, the computer's gone bonkers, and he's got to fix it all and get it together, and then start like roaming the galaxy to find out what happened to his species. And I was doing a lot of work on it. I had a lot more than just concept art done. I had levels done, whole levels done. Most of the programming was solid and finished, and just the hard drive took a shit. Like there was no predicting it.
God, that is horrible.
Yeah, and shortly after that happening is you know, when I was homeless and all this other bad shit happened. So needless to say, programming was the last thing I was able to do.
Right.
So, you know, I wouldn't even call myself a contemporary because I've got nothing. I mean, some people have played my games, but the effort I'd have to go through to find these people and get them to see if what they even remember about games that I designed 10 plus years ago. Like, it's not worth the effort, honestly, just to prove that I've made them.
Right.
But I did. I put a lot of work into them, and god damn it, I hate this platform. And it always made me nervous when I was working. Like, God forbid Yahtzee plays one of my games. Like, because the last thing I need is him just, you know, shitting all over something I worked a considerable amount of time on. And I don't know, but I've been listening to him and his opinions for so long that I feel like I can predict his opinion on games before I even see them. And it's not a bad thing. It just, you know, it just means I know, like, his point of view. I've had long enough to acquaint myself with it, you know.
I mean, that's fair. Like, if you've been listening to him for a while and you kind of are the same person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not exactly the same, but you're pretty jaded, so.
Yeah, I'd say so. But and not just that, but the way that was worded on the subreddit, to get back to that, bothered me, because of course, no one's gonna have those exact credentials, because what you're asking for is Yachty and Gabe, which is precisely what we're not gonna get. So I feel there has to be a middle ground somewhere between wishing these guys were still doing their thing and other people trying to do the same thing or something similar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to give it a shot. I'd like to have earnest dialogue and open discussion about video games and what makes them what they are, and just, you know,
I mean, that's
artsy highfalutin opinions. Jesus, I hate that part.
That part is so terrible.
Like, after you struggle to get up the sandcrawler, then you have to run through bullshit alley.
And fucking jump into a hole, and if you miss that hole, it's game over.
Yeah, well, at least you start back at the top, but still. Alright, I gotta remember not to pick up any of the blaster power-ups I see.
Oh, yeah, so you can keep the Seeker one?
Yeah, I want to keep the Seeker.
So, like, what year did this game come out? Because I feel like I was too young to play it when I had a Super Nintendo.
This was in '92.
Oh, yeah, I was like 2 years old, so...
Yeah, I was but 6 myself, so...
That's still a little bit of, at least memory, like I had...
Oh, no, I have some clear memories as far back as 5 years. Like, 4 for sure, but, you know, 5 definitely, I can say. Like, I have definitely clear memories. And, yeah, by 6, I was definitely playing video games. And I mean, I've been playing video games since I was born.
So, have you ever beaten this, or seen anyone beat it?
No, because we didn't own it. We, like I told you this, we went over this the other night, but I'll go over again. We had a family friend that had a house out in some farmland.
Oh, yeah.
And he had a Super Nintendo and a big old TV. And he had this, he had Super Mario World, and he had some other game, I don't remember. But this was the one we always ended up playing.
Wasn't that it, though? Like, Super Nintendos, were they expensive? Because people only ever had, like, 3 games. Like, I rarely saw anybody who had more than, like, maybe 5 games for their game system back then.
You know, there were you know, the prices were more or less equal to how it comes out to now. You know, it's always been more or less $60 for a video game.
Right.
But back then it was like the Wild West, dude. It was a crapshoot with video games.
Yeah, that's true. They were either
like
really good.
You had these crazy over the top for the few video games that could afford commercials. Oh, you piece of shit. For the few video games that could afford commercials, the commercials rarely, if ever, actually showed you what was going on in the video game itself.
Right, yeah.
It was always a bunch of 90s kids, like, overacting their reactions to how awesome the game is, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, it depended on how much money you had. I knew this rich-ass kid. I mean, this kid was, like, rich. Like, he lived in a mansion type rich. And, he had the original, Famicom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, not the Nintendo. Yeah, the original Famicom, in addition to an NES, and then he had the Super NES, and like all the games you'd ever seen. And my cousins had a Super Nintendo and a shit ton of games too. I was the poor cousin who didn't have all the cool shit.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's okay, because we were better at the games than the cousins who had the things.
That's because you appreciated them more, right?
No, that was because we had a subscription to Nintendo Power.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that too, so...
Fuck you, Blaster Power Up. Yeah, it's because we had a subscription to Nintendo Power. So, we just knew all the shit that they didn't. So we would just play their games and shit on them. Yeah, and that was worthwhile. But yeah, okay, so I've got a couple of talking points that I think now's a good time to get any. to get into as any. Now that I'm getting into a boss fight here. This guy's toast.
Yeah. I couldn't even get past the lava, like, to even get to this guy. When I played this game is bullshit. I will just say that.
Yeah, it's not very nice. It's challenging, that's for sure. But yeah, okay, so the last couple of days I've spent way too much time playing shitty mobile games on my phone. Like way too much time. To be fair, I've been recording them and I'm gonna make videos out of most of it. But I've been playing way too much time. And I think that's how the mobile market closed at what was it? $100 billion
Holy
last
shit.
year.
That is way more than I thought mobile games would be like worth in a year.
That's game purchases, that's in-app purchases, that's just all across the board.
But it's like they make it so easy for you to buy things on mobile games, like things you can either add to your billing statement at the end of the month, like you don't even have to pay for it at that moment, or just shit where you can just easy click, basically, because it saves your credit card information. Like, I don't know, everything today is just about the convenience of being able to buy something, is what it seems like.
Well, of course, you don't want to get in the way of people spending money.
But everything is just a thing. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't get it. But
it sounds like some liberal hippy dippy bullshit to me.
I know it probably is liberal hippy dippy bullshit. But I can't sit here and pretend like I don't have mobile games on my phone too. Like, I have Candy Crush and dumb shit. But I also have that, what's that Fox game with the cards? To be fair, I haven't touched it in
that
like
animation domination or whatever it's called.
I haven't played it in like 3 weeks, but it's still there, and I think that's what counts. But I haven't bought anything in it, so I guess I'm not contributing to the
$100 billion market.
Yeah.
No, you're not. Unless you've been watching advertisements.
Oh, that is true. I forgot that advertisements award things.
Yeah, then you're at least giving them ad revenue, so they're getting something out of you.
Yeah. And there's ads on everything now. Like, you can't go to a page without at least seeing one ad. It's ridiculous. I've never wanted to just like close out life until ads started popping up everywhere.
I mean, it's banner ads. There's banner ads. I just hate the ones that just pop. Oh no, I didn't hit down.
Yeah, you got the blaster.
But I didn't hit the button to get it.
Oh, it probably just picked it up. Oh, is that an extra life though?
Yeah.
That's dope.
This is one of the few parts that you can come back to get the extra life.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So if you fuck up pretty bad up ahead, you can run back here and farm shit. I was doing it earlier when I was playing on my live stream.
Oh, so is there a boss up there?
Yeah, further ahead. Way further ahead.
Oh.
But there's another checkpoint before you fight the boss. So it's just in case you fuck up here, because there's like bantas and shit up ahead. So like there's a lot of these Super Nintendo, I don't want to say most, but a lot of them had spots like that would let you be able to like farm 1-ups and shit. Look at this guy, he's gonna jump for me. Do it.
Can he?
They'll
No.
try.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That was
they'll
amazing.
try. See, I wish I had the secret, because now the damn Minox are gonna come trying to knock me off the...
Oh fuck. You can make it. I'll wait until you're like clear across before we get back into the ad banter.
I was screaming earlier.
I bet.
Oh, and I always shoot Obi-Wan like 9 or 10 times.
No, don't shoot Obi-Wan.
Alright, but yeah. And then I tried something on a whim, and I downloaded a game that it showed me through an ad, but I didn't download it through the ad, because they're not getting that click-through revenue from me.
Right.
But
way to beat the man.
Thank you.
I like it.
But I went into the Play Store and I downloaded it, and I stopped seeing ads for the game. Now they're showing me ads for different games. Fucking weird, man.
Every game is making some money from something. Like games, I feel like those people work together or something. But I mean, it doesn't take much to buy an ad spot or to just like let people put ads if you're taking a percentage of what they're gaining, I guess.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I know that it's one ad service that has been pushing these ads, and it's I think its name is Vungle. I've seen the name a lot in the last couple of days. Oh, there's my lightsaber, the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
Oh.
But yeah, Vungle apparently just pushes like all these ads for other games. And none of them, all of them are games that are in-app purchases and pay to play or pay to win or whatever you want to call it. I just call it shit.
But realistically, like, you have to think about how easy it is for those people to just do something like that. Because especially when people give their children their phones and you have kids just like pushing buttons and buying things in games because they don't understand the concept of money.
I still don't think I understand the concept of money.
Well, you click it and you have to pay it back at some point.
Is that how that works? Fuck me.
Generally, that's how it works.
I don't know. I know somewhere there's a department where people have to deal with angry mothers.
Pretty much, and I feel horrible for that department. I work in customer service myself, and I cannot imagine working for a place that is like customer service for a mobile game app. Like, you have to deal with those angry, pissed off parents calling and trying to find out why there's like $1,000 on Candy Crush showing up on their credit card. I can't do it. Also, don't have kids, so there's that.
Good little bastards. I don't like children. But yeah, so and then there's, speaking of kids though, casino games, casino apps, slot machines, poker table apps, blackjack table apps. What?
It's weird, but like, do they use real money or is it just like fake whatever Monopoly money?
I don't know. I imagine you can't. I don't think it can be real money. I imagine it has to be some kind of intermediate currency that you change it into. Oh, shit on me.
Like bit money, sorta?
No, because I think Bitcoin would still make it illegal depending on the laws. Like, I don't know what the casino laws, but they would essentially make it a casino, and you have to pay there's like strict shit you have to go through. Like, there's regulations in place to become a casino. You can't just become a casino. Right. So, and I don't think they make the kind of money they need to like be a legit casino. Like, cause I know there's when I was homeless, there were a few quote unquote arcades that you could go to with $5 or $6 and play some slot machines and win, and you can get your payout in like Walmart gift cards or like Target gift cards or shit like that. Now, there's no way in hell that it was legit, but that's not to say that for 5 or 6 months I didn't buy groceries playing slot machines. Yeah, so I mean, but that's one thing. That's like a physical place. Like, there's no way a kid can walk in there and, like, you know, pony up to the one-armed bandit and start making his groceries. Like, that's not gonna happen. Right. Because, you know, it's a physical location and kids usually don't have access to transportation. However, when you've got it on your phone, I feel that's a dangerous kind of precedent. Like, yeah, there's nothing in place to check the ethics of stuff like this.
Right, yeah, you're right. There's not.
And I think that's really weird and maybe even a little dangerous.
Yeah, it could be, but I mean, everything is all about making money. Like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, people care, but people don't care that much.
I think you've nailed it. I think that's exactly what it is. People care, but I don't think they care enough.
Yeah, like people pretend to care about things when it's popular, but like if it's not hurting anybody or parents don't know about it, I guess like no one's gonna do anything.
Oh, I hate this fight, and apparently I couldn't get the lightsaber to work the way I wanted it to.
I'm surprised you're using a lightsaber.
Well, my blaster's shit.
Oh yeah.
And it worked. I managed to beat it earlier with the lightsaber, but that time just nothing I tried worked. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I know some countries have like ethics oversight committees and stuff like that will check video games for shit like this. Beep.
Well, you know they're not gonna do that in America. It's like enough that we have ratings on our video games.
Certainly not in Trump's America.
What is he talking about doing?
I don't know, but considering that the motherfucker owns a casino in Atlantic City,
oh, yeah.
I don't think he's gonna be the crusader I'm looking for to stop kids from learning how to gamble.
Right, yeah, because that just builds gamblers.
Call it a hunch. Call it the Cuban revolutionary in me getting salty. I don't know, but call it a hunch, but I don't think he's gonna be the guy.
Well, you make a pretty good point, actually.
So I don't know. Oh god, I hate this fucking game.
Look
at this bastard chase. Oh god, another bantha. I'm not gonna make it. It's gonna kill me. Yep.
God.
And it had no health left.
This game looks really good, though. I will say that. Like, they did a great job redoing it.
All the games back then were this colorful and pretty.
Yeah, and I do love the color. Like, it's fun and it's festive.
It's vibrant.
And they don't make games like this anymore. Like, and I just mean just the concept of it, I guess, or the style. Like, games aren't difficult like this anymore. Like, they tell you how to do everything instead of letting you figure it out for yourself.
Well, I mean, certainly not any AAA or mainstream games. You know, stuff like this bash your head into the wall until you figure it out type game. That's largely the realm of indie games nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
Indie games pretty much have that nipped in the bud. But that being said, though, I do kind of wish that something big would happen in the video game industry, and I really want VR to be that thing, but I don't know that it's making the money it needs to be that thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like,
it's still at that point where, like, I don't know anyone who's got a VR headset unless they've already got, like, all the other toys.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's still rich kid territory.
Yeah, it is. It's not like as accessible as I would like it to be yet.
Yeah, even the HTC Vive, which is supposed to be the cheaper option, is still like, I think $500 or something dollars.
Yeah.
Roundabouts. I don't know. But it's not like super cheap.
No.
It's essentially buying another console.
Yeah, basically.
Can we? Oh, hey, someone's watching. Hey,
hi.
Welcome aboard. Now, speaking of that, yeah, so basically buying a VR headset is akin to buying another console.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my question, who wants to do that?
Right.
It's gotten to the point that we're remastering consoles. We've got the PS4 Pro and this new Xbox that's coming out as well. Why? Like, what's the fucking point? I barely saw the point of the PS4 and the Xbox One, to be perfectly honest. And now we've got, oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to kill this thing.
Oh shit. Oh, wombat. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta try and like saw him up.
Smart. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. You killed him.
Oh god, that was annoying. Look at that one womp rat coming in the corner to get me.
Right?
But I'm sorry, I digressed. Fucking video game. But I don't see the point in buying a new console especially
Yeah.
if it's only a little bit better than the console I already own, and it's quite literally the same thing, just with a different name.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of mentality that I think is keeping VR from becoming like the next big thing in video games.
Right.
And I think, unfortunately, I think the medium is just starting to stagnate a little bit as far as like mainstream popularity and like AAA titles being the shit. Like the days of games like Halo and you know, stuff like that. I mean, they tried it with Destiny, and yeah, a lot of people swear by Destiny, but anyone who sits there and says that the fanfare is equal to
It's not.
It's not. It's
Not at all.
Like at all. And I think the current player base isn't really that large on Destiny anymore.
I have Destiny like somewhere, but I think I deleted it off my PS4. Like I think I can download it again if I want to, but when will I ever want to is the question. Yeah. So it's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah. And so I feel that in the last couple of when people are talking about good games in the last couple of years, people are still talking Skyrim,
Yeah.
and Fallout New Vegas, and even Fallout 4, which I think was almost a good game.
It was lackluster. It was definitely like
But that's my point. It's 2017. When did Skyrim come out?
like I was 21, so like 6 years ago. 6 years ago.
Yeah,
been a
we're
long
talking
time.
about games that are almost 10 years old.
Yeah, and
Some
you
of
can
them.
just remaster them. You know, like you're not even coming out with new products.
Well, no,
you're just-
I don't mind the remaster thing. That's fine, I guess. But what I'm getting at here is that when people talk about good games, like have come out recently, they don't realize they're talking about games that are almost 10 years old now.
right. Yeah.
Like what has happened to the market at large that we can only think of stuff that came out that long ago already
Right.
as examples of what we want for our games.
Because everything that had like a great running start just kind of fell off towards the end,
Yeah.
right? Like Assassin's Creed started out so great. I love that game. Like everything about it was amazing. Like the story was pretty interesting, like following the stuff around, kind of learning about history in it too. But then like it went on and on and
then before you know it, it's a me, Mario.
yeah, and it's like, well, what am I doing right now? Like I'm an
And then you're a
assassin.
pirate.
Why do I
No, you're a
care?
pirate. Weren't you paying
Right.
attention?
No, I wasn't.
You're a pirate now. Get with the program.
I have to save my daddy. My daddy, who didn't even love my mom. So sad.
Yeah,
like-
Assassin's Creed, and we're getting a movie now. I mean,
Yeah.
that's good, right?
And that's like the dangerous point, right? Like when video games get to a point where they make a movie, like that's when you know that game is no longer anything you want to touch.
It's not. It's
Like-
not the girl you fell in love with.
It's not.
She's a different lady now,
It's like she was the girl next door and you told her she was too beautiful all the time.
and now she's a porn star.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Now she's getting fucked in the ass. You know? Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you've shown me some amazing indie games. Like you introduced me to Darkest Dungeon and 7 Days to Die
Yes, yes.
and Don't Starve.
Yes,
And those games
yes,
have been
yes.
amazing. Like I cannot get enough of Darkest Dungeon. Like I have to play that before I go to bed. It's like an addiction now.
Jeez.
I know. It's terrible.
That's not the kind of thing I'd picture one would play before going to bed late at night, but to each their own.
I know, but you know, everything about the stuff that guy says. The light. The promise of safety.
His name is Wayne June.
Whatever. Voice actor, he is awesome. I love him. His voice is perfect for that game. It's so dark and disturbing.
Yeah. His name is Wayne June, and he did a hell of a job narrating that game.
He did.
He quite literally killed it.
He did. It was amazing. But even Don't Starve is like a little cutesy sandboxing kind of game. But it's adorable, like the way that they put things together and the monsters that they put in there.
Yeah,
Wintertime is the worst time.
Yeah, when winter comes and Don't Starve, you just kiss your ass goodbye.
Winter is terrible.
That's very true. I haven't played Don't Starve in a minute. Oh, I just shot a Jawa in the face.
That was amazing.
That always feels good.
This Aladdin portion of Star Wars, I love it.
I do not. I mean, I do like that there's tons of boxes to shoot, so that the potential for power-ups is great.
That is nice.
But the jumping gets tedious.
I like how the boxes like explode into blocks, into pixels. Like,
I really don't, because it's a pain in the ass, because you have to every single bit just in case there's a power-up in one of them.
you do.
See, like that thermal detonator.
Right, and like you left that box floating in the air.
Yeah, well,
It's amazing.
this is the future. Or the past, depending on how you look at the Star Wars timeline.
Right.
Yeah.
How could you look at it? Like, could it be the past? Like,
Well, I mean, from a physics standpoint, I guess it is, because if you're watching the light from another galaxy reach you, then the light you see is as old as it took to get to you, more or less. So if the galaxy's 200 billion light years away, then when you train your telescope on that galaxy, you're seeing it as it was 200 billion years ago, more or less.
oh, I see.
Yeah, because, you know, light takes time to travel.
Right.
So, I guess, theoretically, if someone were beaming the entire Star Wars saga from their galaxy to us, then yeah, it would have been a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. But I don't think George Lucas was that smart when he wrote that. I think he was just trying to give it, like, that sci-fi panache.
Right, like, so is it like we're supposed to be in the future?
Yeah,
Star
we're
Wars
supposed to be in the future, and all this stuff happened in the past, I think, is the narrative.
Damn, that is really confusing.
It's, yeah. Thank
really
you, Mr. Lucas.
Paradoxical. Love it. Go Chewie.
Yeah, decided to take Chewie for a spin.
This music is like my favorite stage. It kind of reminds me of the old Ninja Turtles games.
Oh, goodness. I hated...
Did you? I love those things. They were awesome.
Like the arcade, you talk about the arcade style beat 'em ups,
Yeah.
or the first, because the first Nintendo Turtles game is a real nightmare.
the arcade style beat 'em
Yeah,
up.
the arcade style beat 'em ups are good, but unfortunately, the console versions never quite captured they were never as perfect as the arcade versions.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
they never sounded or looked as good as those did.
I like this new wave that they're doing of like bar arcades.
Oh, the barcade thing?
Yeah, but it's pretty cool, like, because we all came from that era of arcades, I guess, but now we're adults, and so it's a little nostalgic. Like, you can go there and drink, but also...
Well, as I understand it, Yahtzee co-owns a bar in Australia that's like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I believe it's called the Mana Bar.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I believe he's a co-owner. I may be wrong.
I really like those things. Like, it's pretty...
Yeah,
pretty
if I'm ever in Australia, I have designs to go check out the Mana Bar.
If I'm ever in Australia. I don't know if I ever want to go to Australia.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever want to go to fucking Australia either. To be perfectly fair.
I am a very soft American. Very not hardcore for Australia.
Very milquetoast.
Very milk toast, I will admit that.
Well, that being said, that is where it's located. All right, let's see if I can beat this disgusting piece of shit. Oh, I hate this guy.
All right, the Kalahar boss monster. Yeah. Is he like a fighter?
He's actually there's like, do you remember the scene on board the Millennium Falcon when Chewie and R2-D2 are playing chess? And C-3PO tells R2 to let the Wookiee win.
I think so. Yeah.
This is one of the pieces on the holographic chessboard come to life.
Oh,
to
wow.
haunt me.
Wow.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he's kind of a pain in the ass.
He is kind of a pain in the ass. But then again, so are these guys.
Yeah, they're kind of annoying too. I like how Chewie holds the bowcaster under his ass. Like he's supposed to look like he's holding it by his hip, but because his knees are up like that, it looks like he's holding it under his ass and shooting it.
It kind of looks like he's like jerking the gun a little bit.
Jerking his gherkin?
He's kind of jerking the gherkin, yeah, and just shooting lasers out of it, which is amazing.
It really is.
A feat. You can do that.
I wish. I wouldn't be doing this for a living, I'll tell you that.
That's true.
I'm gonna shoot lasers out of my dick. I wouldn't be doing this for a living. This is no way to make a living, let me tell you now. Alright. Well, that's... But yeah, getting back to video games and whether or not I died like a horrible, horrible death. Oh, he killed me. He killed me.
You might die a horrible death.
He killed me. He got me. Look out now. He got me. Yeah, he got me. He got me. Look out now.
Pushing him back is hard.
It's annoying. I really hate this fight. Every boss fight from here on out, it's just an insufferable ass.
Right. Yeah, it is.
Wow, look, how many times you have to shoot somebody in the head with a giant flame bolt. But yeah, it's really shocking to see Disney's name on this.
Yeah.
It's weird to me. Oh god, did I kill it off screen? No, okay, there it is.
It's
creepy.
Yeah, it's a little bit creepy. Like it kind of takes the nostalgia away for one, but then it's like, really, did you have to go back in time and plaster your name on Star Wars? Like, it was...
Well, no, obviously they felt they very much had to.
But, you know, you could have left it. We know that you own Star Wars now.
No, but they need to give everyone the impression that they've always owned it now.
Oh, that makes sense.
I guess this is something they learned from Soviet Russia. Where if you just change the past around people's memories, their memories will conform to what you want them to remember.
That is psychology right there. That is some communist psychology shit.
And I'll be damned if it didn't work. They used to erase people from old newspaper clippings and shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you cunt.
You can do it.
No, I can't. I hate this guy. Alright, let's see. Boy, I don't know. I feel always really self-conscious and weird trying to do something like this. Not because, because again, it's impossible to, no one's going to be Yahtzee except Yahtzee. That's just life. Unless he clones himself, there's only going to be the one.
Right.
But it's I don't know. It's weird, but emulating your idols is such a weird thing. Like, I wouldn't even call him an idol, but I definitely call him an influence. Because I've played several of his games. I'm quite a fan of the Consuming Shadow. Oh, you son of a bitch.
But like, I don't know, I guess I would think less of it is emulating and more of you just like doing your own thing of what you like to do, you know?
No, you bastard! Oh!
Bullshit.
Oh, we're not done here. I'm gonna get him.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy.
I mean, okay, so maybe emulating him is the wrong word, because you can't emulate someone with an accent like that.
Right, yeah, that's gonna be really hard to do. His accent is pretty amazing.
Impeccable. Yeah, it's pretty damn impeccable.
Never heard someone so angry.
He could call me the worst things in the world, and it's just gonna sound so goddamn eloquent. So there's that. But I don't know. He always he's a very strong personality, and I don't want to walk in his footsteps because that sounds awful. But I'd like to go for what he thinks he's going for, maybe in the same way I think I'm going for it. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, he's obviously a lot more talented than I am because the zero punctuation is great. Like,
yeah, I think that was like the first time I ever heard of who he was, just watching those videos at a friend's house.
Always at the last second, he'll like stop pushing. He'll stop like responding to me pushing him back to just like push forward and gank me. Always. Like, oh yeah, I know I'm about to die, but you're gonna die first. Jackass.
It's pretty jackassery of him.
This is the worst thing ever. Give me the... I hate that when they're too close, the gun just pushes past them.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, that slide was...
I'm tired of this shit.
Chewy.
I'm tired of all their shit. Chewy does not look comfortable. That cannot be good, all that fur rubbing up on the wood.
It cannot. No. Chewy is tired of your shit.
I hate this guy. He's just so ugly. He's wearing a giant shirt. Like, I hate everything about him. And boots. Giant shirt and booties. Like, I hate this guy.
He is like a lot of bullshit. Ugh. Pushing him back is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, you did it. Nice.
Hate this guy.
Fuck that guy with long ass arms.
And his neck. Yeah, it's not good.
God. It's amazing.
Let's see. Oh, getting back into the mobile games thing, there was something I wanted to talk about, and I forgot, and I really want to make a point of this. And that's the stolen videos thing.
Oh yeah.
Now, in the last year or so, and it's probably been going on for longer, but I've only noticed it for around a year or so, I've seen a lot of mobile games hawking gameplay footage of Banished as their own. Now, I think I already explained it to you when we last tried to shoot the podcast, but I'm going to touch up on it again in case anyone doesn't know what Banished is. Banished is a neat little game where you play a group of settlers, you know, forming a colony out in the middle of the woods or desert or mountains or whatever somewhere. And it's nice, it's hard, it's fun, it's pretty, but most importantly, someone worked very hard to make that game a reality. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Someone sweat and someone put in the sweat, blood, and tears to make that game. And now, I mean, and I've seen it used for 5, 6, maybe even 7 different games, all using the same footage, more or less, of a bunch of settlers building houses and putting down farmland and shit. And then,
wow.
You know, after like the 20-30 seconds are up, it'll, you know, it'll default to the Google Play click card and, you know, Kingdom of Asshole or Ashtrays of Avalon or whatever, you know, whatever the name of the game is called. And that bothers me a lot.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, it's theft, basically. Like, how can you just steal someone else's vision for your game? Because you didn't make a game good enough, basically.
Yeah, and it's like there's no way in hell that the game that they're trying to hawk on you is even like 1% as good as the game they stole the footage from. And that's really sad too.
Right.
Because somewhere someone was excited to play Banished on their phone and instead got some stupid, like, you know, kingdom building game.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sad.
It is. It really is.
Damn, look at all them hearts. I'll take those. Oh, goodness.
But it's like, it's really hard to know, like, mobile games are a gamble. I don't know. I guess a lot of things are a gamble. Most games are a gamble.
Like hookers.
Hookers are a gamble. That is true. Cocaine can be a gamble. Yes. We will go with that.
I wouldn't know. I'm just saying. No, I got the shitty up. I lost the seeker. Well, now I'm just gonna kill myself because this game is not worth playing anymore.
Alright.
Ah, you missed, bitch.
Like, I don't even remember what happens after this part.
You fight that stupid hover carrier thing.
Oh yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah, you do remember. You saw it in the last one.
I did see that. It was bullshit. Oh. Shit. There's just shit coming from everywhere. It's amazing.
Yeah, but the stolen videos thing, like, and it wouldn't be so bad if it were just using it to, you know, to get people to download their game. Like, just straight up false advertising. But then these games are usually monetized, like, out the dick to boot.
Yeah.
You
What do you
I
mean? Like, you have to pay to download it, or you just, like, pay
like,
in-game?
in-app purchases and all that shit. Yeah, like, those games are usually monetized, you know, out the ass. So not only that, but they're using someone else's product to make money, probably without even giving them any credit,
right?
Let alone like any royalty of some sort. Not. And then I've done a little digging, you know, intrepid investigator that I am.
Oh, you got your snooper hat on.
Yeah, you know, I did a little dicking around, a little private dicking around, you know, and a bunch of those like the games, like where those games are coming from, are really shady sounding businesses in China.
Oh, I mean, that is not very, like, surprising.
It's not, but the lack of oversight astounds me. Like, the lack of oversight on Google's end to me is really, oh shit, is really remarkable. And I think that's the point I want to highlight about that is just the sheer lack of oversight on a company the size of Google's, you know, just with the scale that they've achieved, and just have a complete lack of oversight on one of their largest moneymakers.
Yeah,
is astounding. It's a questionable business decision.
Yeah,
at best. But I mean, what do I know? I don't work for Google. But I think some kind of vetting process, you know,
that would be nice. Yeah,
because most of these games are just flimsy cash grabs. Like, these are just like the most bare bones game you can design around a bunch of microtransactions.
But then, like, I guess that would just be so hard to do, because, like, that's so much money people are losing out on, you know? Like, even if we did something like that, that's money that Google would lose out on, of games that are being stripped from the store.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know how it works. I don't know if Google gets a percentage when you buy the game, or, like, I don't know if they get a percentage from, I mean, they have to get a percentage from in-app purchases, I would think. But truthfully, I don't know. Yeah, now that I think about it, they have to be getting a percentage from the in-app purchases.
Right, yeah.
Well, yeah, they do, considering that it goes through a Google Play front end when you make the purchase. Yeah, all right. So it's safe to say they probably get a cut. Ugh.
Such bullshit.
That's what I get for being optimistic about something. Shit, I jumped into that beam. I want that heart.
What you gotta do with that bullshit? Oh, well, at least you got that. Oh.
Yay.
Nice.
Now to not lose it.
Yeah, don't get the other one.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. I do not miss, like, that not save factor in video games, where you just run through the complete game.
Yeah, the old, I mean, at least this game had checkpoints.
Yeah, that's true.
Lots of games didn't even have those.
Yeah.
So, at least there's something. It's not more health, but it's something.
More health would be nice, definitely. Maybe. Oh, what exploded? I don't even know where that came from.
What, the robot?
No, the humongous heart.
Oh, from the robot I killed.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Keep up, you slacker.
I know, I'm sorry. It's terrible.
Alright, we talked about this last time, but I want to talk about it again because I'm jealous. You seen that new LG wallpaper TV yet?
Oh yeah, you were. Why would I want a TV that thin?
I didn't say you wanted one. I just, you
Why
know.
would anyone ever in life want a TV that thin?
Oh, well, I mean, what? I jumped.
Damn it.
Jumped. I didn't pick it up.
At least it's stronger.
I disagree. If you measure its strength by its ability to home in on targets, then no, it is not stronger.
You have a good point on that end.
And that is the only heuristic I want to measure any weapon in this game by.
So, like, how much is this wallpaper TV gonna be? What are...
Oh, I imagine it's a couple $100.
So is it just like basically a screen of TV?
Yeah, it's not like an actual wallpaper like you put up on your wall. It's almost like a scroll, but it's a TV. Yeah, it's like 0.2 millimeters thick or something like that. Super crisp and clean picture, you know, all that good stuff.
But does it come like rolled up like a scroll, or it
I
comes...
don't know. That's a good question. I only skimmed the article and saw a few pictures because I can't be asked to read.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can't be arsed to read. But that being said, it did look pretty though. But yeah, I don't really see the point or the functionality.
I mean, no, not really.
Just like a super thin TV.
Just to be one of the cool kids, basically.
I'd be too afraid of breaking it. Like anything that's small and thin and fragile, like I'd be too afraid of breaking it.
Right.
You're like, oh god, I turned it on. Is it working? Or if it, like, I don't know. Maybe it's got like that fancy Gorilla Glass and it doesn't crack super easy. But I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. Technology's going the way of novelty again.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about it.
Technology is being weird. Like, I don't really like that we have a new iPhone every 6 months.
We also have a fridge that...
And second, if I had a fridge, I wouldn't let it update my Twitter or tell me about Twitter.
Well,
or
I
anything
got
really.
news for you.
They need to make a refrigerator that feeds you, and then I would be happy. But until then...
Fridge, feed me.
Right, yeah. Like, cook my food and feed me, which would be lovely. Because I am a fat ass.
So you can't be bothered to eat your own food? Do you want to like pre-chew it and like dispense it into your mouth?
It is really hard to cook. Like, that's why I make quick
Cooking
meals.
is not hard. Like bare minimum, you put water in a pot, you throw some chicken in it, and you turn it on.
That is a lot of concentration on my part. I don't know why.
You know, I'm not asking you to fuse individual like water particles. You know that, right?
You may as well. You may as well be.
I'm speechless.
I know. It's sad. I don't know how I take care of myself most days. It's a very complicated process. But sometimes I somehow wake up in the morning and put my clothes on like everybody else.
That's impressive. What we have here is a true story of survival.
Thanks.
And determination in the face of adversity.
Thank you.
Much like Han Solo I don't remember the scene where Han Solo avoided spider aliens shooting vomit guns at him.
I don't
while
remember.
he dodged TIE fighters. But I must have not paid super close attention to the special editions, because...
You did not. There was the alien part of the movie that you just totally missed out on. Like a literal alien. Sigourney Weaver and everything.
Oh,
fuck.
Bastard. Look at this little shit. Stop it. Stop it. No.
What are the vacuums?
Vacuums? Oh, those little things? It's a droid. I don't know that it's a vacuum, but it's like a little robot thing.
It might as well be a vacuum.
I don't think it's not a Roomba, but I think it predates the Roomba by several decades, I'll have you know. So I don't think it's a Roomba. But I mean, I hope we don't get in trouble for all these product names we keep dropping here.
Oh yeah.
Disney, Roomba.
Well, to be fair, they made the game, and...
Did Disney make Roombas?
Well, no, but, you know, they made something. They
They
didn't
might
make
as
this
well
game.
have. Disney owns half the planet, I think.
I think they do.
I think Disney owns like all of Israel. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know that's not a Disney's run by Jews joke. That was just a Disney owns random shit joke. Like, Disney owns a bunch of random YouTubers. I don't think I'm allowed to say who they are. Shit! But, yeah, Disney actually signs the checks on a bunch of YouTubers.
I need to be one of those Disney
You need to be one of those.
receivers.
It's funny because one of the ads I keep getting in one of the mobile games I'm playing is that Disney's looking for acting talent in the Seattle area.
I wish I could act. Like, that would be really nice.
Fuck, why isn't he jumping when I hit the button? Ah, it's so delayed. It's starting to upset me. Like, cause I'm hitting the button and he's just not like doing it. He'd rather fucking fall into a hole. Like a dumb shit. See, yeah, if I'm jumping, the TIE fighters won't hit me.
Okay, that makes sense. Jeez. Oh.
Ow. Yeah. Ooh.
You can do it.
I'm trying.
Oh, those little flying things are the worst. Nice. Oh god. Like, are half of these creatures in the movie?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, okay,
Of course not.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, this is all random shit.
Like, I'm 90% sure I saw these movies when I was younger. Memory is not all there, but don't think I saw those.
Yeah, I don't think I did either, don't worry. Oh.
Oh. Oh, nice. They just fall in there?
Yeah, it's literally raining stormtroopers.
Oh,
Did you see that?
Falling
Like,
stormtrooper.
as I was jumping, he fell and like nicked me.
Yeah. Oh, nice. At least it's a checkpoint.
Yeah, but I want blaster power-ups now, god damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can't blast through that platform.
Stormtroopers are idiots.
Remember, their job is just to hit you and
Right.
knock you into the holes,
That's true.
not to be smart. I mean, not that your average stormtrooper fares much better in actual combat,
They
but
don't.
still.
What is wrong with stormtroopers?
I think they were just all rushed clones of Jango Fett.
Oh, that makes sense.
I think that's what it was. I think they were all just rushed clones of Jango Fett, so they're all kind of derpy.
Oh. Ooh. Oh. Little
I don't know why
Han
my
head.
head was like vibrating violently on the catwalk.
That was
Han
your
might
extra
wanna-
life. Your Han life.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of TIE fighters. Goodness.
That is a lot of fucking TIE fighters. Oh, but you made it. Damn, have we been this far yet?
I don't think so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's. Sorry, I'm so quiet. I've gotten really absorbed into this.
No, like, please concentrate. Do it, Han. Oh shit. We have not seen this yet. What are you supposed to be shooting?
You know, he's like that little like pod thing opens, and that's when you can shoot it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I just have to avoid his missiles and lasers and horse shit until then. But yeah, like there were nothing but blaster power-ups in the beginning of the level,
Right, and now they're all...
and now like I'm hard pressed to find even one.
There you go. Too bad, dude. Used them all. It's like all these little Vader heads, though, so that's, you know, that's something.
Points, yeah, I'm getting
Yeah.
points, and then wonderful.
Very nice.
One of you is gonna drop a blaster power up, I swear. Or are they just gonna stop spawning?
Oh.
I like when they just fall right into the hole. That's nice.
Right, like that's so convenient. Thanks, Stormtrooper.
No, don't fall into the holes. Then I can't loot your body for hearts and Darth Vader heads.
Right. Oh. At least you got a hell sword, so you can stay alive for a long time. There's that.
Yeah, but the Seeker would really make my life easier right now.
Damn, I don't know if any of them are gonna drop a blaster. Jeez.
Especially now when they keep just jumping to their doom.
Right, yeah. I like that your life can keep inching up though. This is nice. You're gonna get like the entire fucking screen.
Yeah, they'll stop spawning eventually though. At least I think they will.
Maybe not.
I was doing this earlier with I was farming Tusken Raiders earlier. And they stopped spawning. So hey, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I love just guys falling into the hole.
So is the leader like right on the other side?
Yeah, the boss is more or less right over there. So I'm trying to see if I can get anything before I get over there. Because the Seeker would make this so much easier. Because then I don't have to be aiming or nothing. But I don't think it's going to happen.
Do they not cap off your life? Because you were just racking up.
I don't know. I imagine at some point it hits a cap. Right. Anyone else? I can do this all day until I get what I'm looking for.
Are you really gonna do this all day? Until you
I
get
might.
really
Oh wow,
upset?
both guys fell in the hole. Oh, well, that guy was limber. I'm not going for that. Yeah. Oh, he tried to push me in. Did you see that?
I did.
Son of a bitch. Whatever. Yeah, keep falling in the. Oh. Just raining stormtroopers.
Oh.
Okay. There was something else I wanted to talk about, and now I can't.
This game is really intense though right now, like to be fair. Oh, and you got another head up. Or
Head up?
life up. It's just the fucking Han Solo head just bouncing.
A life up?
A life up.
A one up?
A 7-up. Whatever
A
the
seven-
fuck you want to call
God
it.
damn it with the product names. Any money, I'm gonna have to cut this check like 19 different ways.
No, to be fair, that's a game from childhood, right? Heads up, 7-up. Although I don't get why it was called that if you put your thumb up in the air.
I don't think I ever played that childish game.
You never played that childish game.
I don't think so.
I feel like,
Them shit at me.
right? He just like threw up bombs on you. Ugh.
Oh wow. Okay. It's gonna be this kind of fight, buddy. Look at him tweedle that little claw at me.
It is amazing though.
Ow. He jumped a bunch of like bones. I don't know what they are.
I think they're little
They're like
pipe
fireworks.
bombs. Yeah. Holy shit. What is this Imperial Defense Droid?
I don't know what it is. It kind of looks like Ed 209 from RoboCop.
It kind of does. Like they took a frog.
Uh-oh, did our internet just take a dump?
Oh no.
It might have. That'll be really unfortunate if it did. Well, while I'm just sitting in the corner, let me check. I don't know, it says it's still running. I don't know what that's about.
I hope you can do this. Like this is.
Yeah, I hope I'm not doing all this for nothing. Yeah, I agree. My thumb hurts.
I bet.
Ow. Will you open your stupid can so I can shoot you? No. I'm just gonna jump around and tweedle the claw.
Oh my gosh. These games are so fucking tricky. Like, oh no. Fuck.
Hate this game. I really do.
Yeah.
Oh damn. See, I knew this was gonna happen when we decided to reshoot this. I knew we were gonna get through most of this stuff a lot quicker because we'd already talked about most of it. Oh yeah, there are some things here we didn't talk about. I was looking at some of the stuff from Consumer Electronics Showcase or whatever, the CES. I was looking at over some of the stuff from CES, and that's where I saw the fridge that updates you on Twitter and shit. I also saw it's where I saw the thing on the clothes folding robot, and yeah,
because that is what every household needs ever, is to have your Twitter update be told by your refrigerator and your robot to fold your clothes for you.
Yeah, well, as I said the last time, if you have so many clothes that need folding that you have a robot to do the folding for you, I suggest you kill off some of your excess children. Because that is entirely too much clothes to be folding that you need a robot to help you do it.
That might be what the problem is. Too many kids. Too many damn kids. Everywhere.
I think I bruised my thumb playing this.
You may have. I think I kind of want to take a stab at it though. Like, to be totally honest. I think I might.
Hold on. Let me see something. Okay, no, yeah, I was just checking to make sure I was still on there. Alright, yeah. Here you go.
Alright, let's check this out.
Yeah, good luck with that, boss. I will look over some of these extra talking points. So yeah, the close folding robot, that's fucking amazing. We already talked about Disney going back in time to add their name.
I kind of want one. Like, I kind of want a close folding robot. That is what I want with my life.
Why?
Because I fold clothes and I don't like it. Like,
why don't you hang clothes?
Well, okay, but not all clothes you can like hang, right? Like there's some t-shirts that you don't want to hang up, right? Or you just want to consolidate space. I don't know. Why don't I hang clothes? You pose a very good question. I cannot answer that now. Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, clothes folding robot. Now, if we had a hanger, like a closet, like a smart closet that could like self-hang clothes or something, or maybe like if the clothes folding robot and the clothes hanging robot work together, maybe.
Right.
I don't know, but that being said, let me see.
I think humans should just go ahead and do our virtual reality thing where we do absolutely nothing and then just live our lives in a computer.
Yeah.
All the time.
You gotta eat at some point, though.
Do you?
I think so.
I don't know. I like food, but is eating worth it all the time?
I think so. Most people eat quite a bit. I think so. Oh, whoa. Alright. Well,
oh my god.
Any other... Oh, are we playing any other Star Wars games? No, not tonight. I think... I mean, I've got Battlefront, but... I don't know that I want to play that right now. I'm waiting until I can get at least the Death Star DLC.
Oh, hey, someone else joined. Hi.
So, we'll see.
Chewie doesn't do any cool flips? No, he just...
No, Chewie's too big for that shit.
Oh.
But yeah, we've pretty much nailed all the talking points that we wanted to gloss over here, with the exception of like talking about like what kind of percentages of that $100 billion was like stolen credit cards or returned purchases and shit like that.
I can only imagine.
Also, we didn't talk about new IPs versus remakes and remasters.
Like remasters of video games?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it, but I don't like it. Like, I will say that I was really excited when Skyrim came to the PS4, like when they remastered it for it, because it was a beautiful game to me. It was the first Elder Scrolls game that I played, and so it was really exciting to see it in a remastered way, like updated, better graphics, blah blah blah.
God, your first Elder Scrolls game was Skyrim?
It was, but considering one, you're a lot older than me. Well, not a lot, but you do have...
Gee, thanks.
You do have 3 years, almost 4, on me. And not to mention, when I was younger, my parents hated video games. So,
you can only hit the tuna can portion at the top when it's open. Yeah, jumping's not the way to go, because he's gonna hit you with his body and his claws.
I'm not exactly sure what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my parents hated video games, so I didn't really get to play them that often. Like my dad had a computer, but it was just for business. And then we grew up playing Super Nintendo, but we only had Mario games basically. And we had to like sneak and play those because my mom did not approve of sitting around playing video games. Like, weekends were spent cleaning the first half and then cleaning the second half. So
you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
It was cleaning or being out of the house, like just getting out and away from her.
Well, it was similar in my household, with the exception being that most of the work my parents wanted my brother and I to do was yard work because we lived in Miami.
Right.
So the garden needed constant tending to.
Gotcha.
So we generally did a lot of manual labor until about sundown.
That is horrible.
It was interesting.
And I can only imagine when sundown is in Miami, like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my God, hell no! It's Miami, not Alaska. Yeah, no, like 4. Like sun starts setting at like 4 or something.
That's not terrible.
No, but you start at like 8 in the morning. Manual labor out in the sun, an hour, maybe an hour for lunch, maybe.
Like that humid, hot, terrible heat. Yeah, no. Thanks.
Yeah. growing up with traditional Cuban folks in Miami was interesting, to say the least.
Does not sound...
But I think we'll save that for another time. We've been on for quite a bit now, and I think we exceeded the time I wanted for this podcast, so that's good. No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Next time, I think the conversations will be more structured. There'll be a little bit more structure to the whole affair because it won't be live. But there were just so many issues recording this last time, and she can back me up on this.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was just every 15 minutes something went wrong, and so just to have it all done in one take and to be finished, and it feels a lot better personally, but I don't think I'm gonna do the next one live. Maybe when I hit 20 subscribers, I'll do another live cast, but yeah, I think we're gonna call this one here. So
cool.
I want to thank Philly Cheese for coming in tonight.
Oh, I want to thank you for having me. It was fun, and I loved you playing this video game. It was awesome.
I love playing this video game too. It's a real treat. And alright, so that'll be it. I would say tonight we've successfully filled our holes, and this weekend look forward and see that I maybe fill my hole again with something else. So until next time, this is Axord 1942. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time. And a quick shout out to my patron before I go in. I'm gonna go ahead and add a credit screen and an intro and outro to this video now after the fact, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw your stuff in there, and you'll be good to go. Alright, so that'll be it. Thanks again. Have a good night, everybody. I hit my button here. Where is it? Where's my button? There it is.